Because it's claustrophobic, both physically and mentally. Okay. Okay, I know, change of a scenery. I'm coming about that in the following videos. Now, first of all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Alex here. I know it's been a week since the last time I posted a video, but you know exactly what video was that. My best friend left the island, so we wanted to do like a small episode of why she was leaving the island and just document our life over here. However, that video, which was with the title Why People Are Living in Malta, I accidentally posted it on Expats Malta on a Facebook page where people had quite a lot to say. Hence, I'm coming up with this video. Let me just get my laptop quickly. Okay, so I have my laptop over here, and first I would like to say that that post got so much engagement. It's been 6 days since I have posted that video over there, and the comments are keep on coming even up to date. Now, some of the comments were really harsh, some of the comments were really real. However, I'm going to be reading several of the comments, specifically the one that they got like the most engagement, in a way the most likes, meaning that the majority of people are actually agreeing with those comments. So let's start. Mind you, I'm gonna blur all the names and the photos of these people because obviously that's one social media platform. This is a completely other social media platform, but whoever wants to go and check it out, go on Expats Malta and Facebook and you'll find the post and you'll read all the comments. Now, the first comment that I have screenshotted goes like this. It's from a lady by the name Milena. She says, after 6 years, I left Malta with my family. Reasons: pollution, high prices, and mentality. I'm coming about this with the mentality. In Austria, I pay the same price of an apartment, I breathe clean air and more than double the salary. And this comment has 56 likes. Now, the next comment says, Lady Grace. She says, I don't intend to leave Malta. The problems you find here are no different to other countries. Get out of Sliema and breathe the fresh air around Rabat and other less developed places. I think the quality of life is great here, and I've lived on 4 different continents. She has 24 likes. Oh my god. So this lady, and my opinion, it's pretty much on the same level. I lived in different continents as well, so I'm coming to that part at the end of the video. Guys, I want you to know that this video, it's more of like a positive video rather than you might have seen the thumbnail and also the title of the video, and you might be coming over here to see that I'm gonna be shaming Malta or something like that. No. Stick until the end of the video, because this video, it's like a reminder to some people. This video, it's like being more on a positive side, meaning more to remind people of what the island actually has to offer, and then also addressing several judgments that people were giving over here. Mind you, this is YouTube, so political sides, I cannot take any of those because it's forbidden to talk about those things over here, but we're gonna give like a small overview, coming to that part as well. Moving on, we are going to the next comment, which has, oh my god, it has 73 likes. This is like apparently the most liked comment, which goes by the name Natalie, and she says, because it's claustrophobic, both physically and mentally. Okay. There is no space for expression or movement. Politics and corruption are in the DNA of most people. It's polluted, much fanaticism, noise, and minding more other people's lives than one's own. 73 people agree with what she was saying. Claustrophobic both physically and mentally. I'm coming up to my comments about this at the end of the video. I'm gonna read like 2-3 more. Let's see what the next one is saying. Some guy by the name Chris. He says, I mean, I guess people just move on. If I leave it, probably be temporary to be with family, etc. Okay, yes, if you stick to St. Julian's or Sliema or Birkirkara or one of the build-up areas, I can feel claustrophobic and small. But there are still plenty of open areas perfect for hiking. True. Where else can you get on a free from October 2022 bus and hike in beautiful countryside? Spend summer in the sea? I mean, rent's expensive, but not crazy bad. And food and drink is a lot cheaper here, all in all. And politics, well, you get that everywhere. The best thing is that being a third country national and not being able to vote, you can actually ignore all that, okay, blurred, and rise above it. What does it matter to you if someone votes Labour or PN? Quality of life here is pretty good, really, but yes, not for everyone, like everything really. The next comment, it says, what you are all describing happen in most countries. Malta being smaller, it is more noticeable. Any countries have their bad points, but hopefully the good outweigh the bad. I love this. Guess it all depends in what stage you are at in your life and what you need. I do agree with Lorraine 100% because she says that over here we're a small country and it's more noticeable. I'm coming up more about this later on. Jesus, I'm coming up in every part of the video. I'm coming up. Moving on, we are going to the next comment, and this comes from a lady by the name Christina. She says, I'm here since 2019. I used to live in Switzerland. Oh, wow, beautiful. I love Switzerland. I have to say, I have a better lifestyle here. Earn less money than in Switzerland. Yes, renting is expensive and grocery isn't cheap, but I have the sea around me whenever I want. I just need to walk 5 minutes and sunshine almost 365 days. Okay, there is someone that already left the island and she's giving like quite constructive comment, and it has 25 likes. Angela says that she left a couple of years ago, never looked back. Don't miss the expensive rental prices, even more ridiculous electricity water charges for foreigners, the cold and moldy apartments with no heating and no insulation. Yes, the AC you can use it, but then you have the sky-high electricity bill, and once you switch off the AC, the heat is gone instantly. The uncontrollable building constructions with view of cranes at any corner you look. Dust, demolishing anything that is old and replacing with grotesquely multiple story buildings, a perfect concrete jungle, small roads that overfill with suffocating traffic jams, bad driving, xenophobia, and I'm not even going down the scandals in politics and the grey listing, which makes it even more difficult for foreigners to either keep or apply for a new bank account. Once upon a time it used to be a nice place, but that time has well gone and it's never coming back. The next comment that it screenshotted, it goes by the name Han, and he says, the fact that we are such a tiny island makes it a lot easier to encounter such issues more often. Simple example, attach makes it easier to understand. He did attach the photo that he drew, how sweet. He says, but what amazes me and baffles me most is that nobody chooses to go back to their country, but prefer to either stay or move to another country instead her own. Why is that? If your country is so perfect. Okay, and I'm gonna attach the drawing that he did over here. It's actually pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna move the laptop on the side and let me just say several things. Okay, now I want to be very short with my comments of what I'm gonna say over here because I believe that the video itself is gonna be quite long. But first and very important thing, I would like to remind all of us that we are actually guests over here on the island. We are entering an island that is surrounded by a sea towards a nation that has been under the British for quite some time. So it's pretty much normal, whoever comes over here by plane, by ship, but whatsoever, the locals to be afraid at the very beginning. And mind you, the local people, I find them like mirror. You treat them well, they treat you well. You treat them bad, they treat you bad. In fact, this is pretty much like everything else in life. You smile to someone, they smile back to you. Most of the people, I believe. But the other very important thing is when people are generalizing and pointing out about reasons why they're leaving Malta because of the mentality. I feel like when someone is pointing out mentality, it's like pointing out religion or tradition or something like that. I believe that that is rather offensive, and I want to remind each and every one of us that when we look back in our countries and we see how our tradition, our mentality and everything is, what if other people from other countries are going towards our countries and seeing all of this? Another thing, I'm coming up to the part which some people are offending the system over here on the island. You've seen the comments and everything about politics and whatsoever, blah, blah, blah. In a which way does this is coming towards us as foreign people over here on the island? I mean, we cannot vote, we cannot do anything pretty much, European or non-European Union, we can't vote over here. But there is a thing that we all need to remember is that we are actually working and living on an island that has a native language which is Maltese, and we do not have the requirement to learn their own language. We do have the comfort of working and living by speaking English, and at the same time we are actually forcing the locals to speak a second language, which is English, because we are over here 100,000 roughly non-Maltese living in Malta. Here it comes to the part which is both for Maltese and non-Maltese people. The Maltese, if they would like to make money out of foreign people, they need to learn English so that they can communicate with us. They will rent their apartments toward us, they will provide us job opportunities and everything else. From the other hand, all of us expats over here, we do not need to learn their language. We are going to speak in English, we're gonna get income and everything, and we can have a comfortable life over here. Comfortable for anyone who would like to stay over here. Moving on, I'm gonna remind you about this. Do you guys have friends in Norway? Do you know what is going on over there? I do have a lot of friends in Norway who are not from Norway, and they are from a third national country, Macedonia and Serbia. Do you know that if you would like to live over there, you need to learn the Norwegian language? Just a gentle reminder that if you're going in another country, whether it's Switzerland, Norway, Austria, Germany, France, 90% of the cases for you to get a job opportunity which is going to be with a good pay, you need to learn their own native language. Don't forget that. Over here in Malta, even if you would like to work in the health sector, you do not need to learn the Maltese language, which is very important. We do get this comfort over here. Remember that. The last thing that I'm gonna say is about the construction and everything. I do agree, there is a lot of construction over here on the island. The island is developing, regardless if that is modernized, and this is a very historical island. Talking about that, we are talking generally about St. Julian's and Sliema. St. Julian's especially, it's full of construction because that's more of like the cosmopolitan part of Malta, more of the modernized, advanced level and everything. Guys, when we are walking in Mdina, when we are walking in Valletta, it's all historical. It's like entering back in time. On the same note, there was one comment also saying, get out of Sliema, St. Julian's area and go to Rabat, go to Mdina, go to Bahria, go to Mjar. There are so many beautiful places around the island where the pollution is very low. There is a website and an application on our phones where we can see the pollution of the actual air at the moment. And you can always check Malta which areas are less polluted. For example, Gzira is extremely polluted, but then Tashbish, which is on a walking distance on 10-15 minutes, it's less polluted than Gzira. Guys, it's a small island, and over here everything is concentrated. I've been talking with this even with my Maltese and non-Maltese friends when we are chatting about the pollution and about the construction over here. We are all forgetting that this island, it's basically the size of a capital cities in some of the countries over here in the European Union. And obviously there will be certain areas where they will be overpopulated, there will be certain areas that will be full with greenery, there will be certain areas that will be full with rocks, certain areas full with garbage, certain areas full with dog shit and everything that people are mentioning in the comments. This is completely normal. It's just us because we are living on the entire island, all of us dispersed all over it, but the concentration and the majority of the happenings are happening mainly in the central areas. Sliema, St. Julian's, Msida, San Juan, Gzira. More or less, these are the areas that many of us are over here living, many companies are over here, many schools are over here, and obviously the traffic jams and everything over here are going to be horrendous. Mind you, I'm gonna say like this, I used to live in Dubai. I used to live in Dubai for 4 years. I was working and studying over there. Guys, for me, being an hour in traffic was pretty normal in Dubai. Over here in Malta, I have never been for more than 30 minutes in traffic. And I believe this is very subjective of how people are seeing traffic. Some people think that if the distance is 5 kilometers, you need to arrive in your destination in 2 minutes. But guys, don't forget that the island is so small that our roads over here are not straight line. Our roads over here are more of like a snake shape. So obviously a 5 kilometers distance would take up 10 to 15 minutes to arrive. Okay, I'm gonna end the video over here because I've been speaking so much. I need a glass of water. The point of the video was giving several of my advices of how people are seeing at the situation. And as I said, we all do have a freedom of speech. And I'm not taking sides. I'm not pointing out to anyone. I'm just giving kind of my own personal opinion about everything that I have been reading, seeing, and stuff like that. And I know that this video now is gonna bump into so many people that they have so much negative to say, so many people that will disagree about my opinion, so many people that will agree about my opinion and everything. Nevertheless, I do respect each and every comment that comes on my channel. I do not want to point out or even force someone with my opinions. We all do have different point of view. I have a saying which goes of two people can see at the same thing but see it differently. This speaks a lot. I'm gonna leave you all in a beautiful and positive energy. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope that you got some new information as well. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to like the video down below and don't forget to smash that subscribe button as well. And until I see you in my next one, bye.